Because how do you know that had you gone the next route, you wouldn't have still felt pain? And a lot of times when we go through these things and we hit rock bottom, that's where we meet God. That's where I met God. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Grow with Ro. My name is Regina. Welcome if you're new. Today guys, I want to talk about embracing the pain. The pain brings growth. Everything that you've been through up until this point has made you who you are. So stop fighting against the pain and embrace the pain, because you're gonna have to go through the pain anyways. You're already going through the pain, so just embrace it. Embrace it. And I don't mean to keep hurting or to keep allowing things to hurt you or to keep allowing things to continue that's hurting you. What I'm saying is to stop dwelling on regret, saying if I just did this differently and if I just did that differently. You ever hear that saying that age is wisdom? Age is wisdom. It's the same thing in your life. You had to go through what you went through to get to where you are today. When you go through things, it teaches you what you want and what you don't want. When you go through things and you're like, this is what I thought I wanted. Oh my gosh, I made a mistake. Beating myself up. I made a mistake. I should have known better. Well, you didn't know better. You have to go through these things and you have to go through life. You have to understand that that's a part of life. Like if you didn't go through the pain, you wouldn't know what is on the other side. You wouldn't know that you didn't really want that. You didn't know that that is not good for you. Sometimes we're like, I want this so bad. I want this so bad. But you don't know that that is not good for you until you go through it. If you didn't go through it, till today you would be saying that I want that, I want that, I want that. And so now that you've been through it, you're like, no, I don't want that no more. Experience brings growth, and all of it wasn't bad. That's what you need to start focusing on. All of it wasn't bad. You could look back at something and be like, I regret this, I regret that. But if you really look at the joys that you got from that period in your life, from that thing that you're now shunning because of the pain that it brought, and now you're like, that wasn't the route to take and now I see a better way or a different way, doesn't mean it was all bad. So be grateful for the good that came from it and stop dwelling on the bad. Be grateful of the good that came of it and stop dwelling on the bad. So you know that from this I had this joy, from this I had that joy, from this we had great times, from this it was so good, from this that like, be grateful for those things and stop dwelling on, oh my gosh, I wish I knew better so I didn't even go through this. Now I'm here. If I just did this the other way, then I wouldn't be da 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 da. And a lot of times when we go through these things and we hit rock bottom, that's where we meet God. That's where I met God, when I hit rock bottom. And if I didn't hit rock bottom, I don't know if I would have had this relationship that I have with God right now, where God speaks to me every day, where I'm able to hear him. And so I stop dwelling on the pain and I start being grateful that I had to go through this to get here. Because now that I'm here, I'm so happy and I'm more alive than I was. I'm more alive than I was. And this is my testimony that this is just a tip of the iceberg. Because you're going to hear the rest of it, and just stay tuned, because God is working through me to show y'all that, look, you could get up. You could get up. So when you sitting there and you dwelling on, oh, I should have known better. I should have this. I should have that. I should have this. You can't know better until you know. It's like a toddler learning how to do everything. Like they're learning and they're figuring out what I won't do anymore, what I'll do again, or things like that. Like, what works, and then when they're trying to start walking from creeping, what works and what doesn't work. When they make mistakes throughout the days and they're like, oh, I fell, I hurt myself trying to climb up and pick this up, and next time they'll be like, all right, next time I'm gonna try to go around this way because this way wasn't effective. It's the same way in your life. You have to be like, I'm growing as a toddler. Although you're an adult, you're a toddler in the Lord's eyes. So embrace the pain. Don't allow pain to continue. Don't blindly sit there and be like, this is painful, but I'm going to keep taking pain. I'm going to keep allowing pain. That's not what I'm saying about embracing the pain. I'm just saying, if you already have to go through the pain, learn what you're supposed to learn from it. You're supposed to learn something from it, and that's why you're going through the pain. And so now you'll be a better person because of it. So just trust the process and trust the Lord and just know that the pain is painful, but it's worth it. Because how do you know that had you gone the next route, you wouldn't have still felt pain? And what worse pain it would have been. Sometimes when God allows certain things to happen, it's to protect you from the other outcome. So sometimes when you're like, this happened to me, how about thinking about it like, this happened for me? Like, oh my gosh, this happened to me. Oh my gosh, this happened to me. And I'm talking to myself too. Oh my gosh, this happened to me. And oh my gosh, if I knew better. How about this happened for me? Because what could have been, the other alternative that I'm looking at, could have been worse than what I'm experiencing right now. The next time you try to dwell and be and wallow into pain and regret, put that in perspective. How about me having this perfect picture of what would have been wasn't going to be the case, and I would have felt way more pain? How about the Lord saved me by detouring me on this path, and although the pain was painful, that I learned something from it, that I got joys from it. And you're in the pain and you're just like, I'm trying to hurry up and get out of it, which is what a lot of us do. We're like, I'm in the pain, I want to hurry up and get out of it, because when I get out of it, my life is going to be perfect. How about just enjoy the good in the situation and learn from the bad that's in the situation? Because you know what's going to happen when that whole situation ends, and now you think that only the bad is going to go and the good is going to stay. You know what? That whole situation goes with it. And then you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I should have enjoyed those good moments. I should have enjoyed those good moments. I should have stopped dwelling on the bad moments so much, because they stole my joy from the good moments. You get what I'm saying? So stop dwelling on the bad moments. Stop dwelling on the negatives. Stop dwelling on them and learn from them. And enjoy the good things, because there are good things in your life. Your life isn't all bad. No matter what, your life isn't all bad. You could walk, you could talk, you could eat, you could communicate with the Lord. You have the Lord. Having the Lord is the best thing. You're waking up, you're alive. You're not fighting for your life. Whatever it is that you have to be grateful for, be grateful for it. Because you know what? The enemy's trying to steal your joy by telling you that things aren't going to work out and your life is terrible. That's what he's trying to do. He's telling you your life is terrible when it's not. As much as how it's bad sometimes and it's hard sometimes, it's not terrible. So look at the good. Be grateful for the good. And don't look at things like, oh my gosh, everything is terrible and I should have just gone the other way. And if I had gone the other way, how everything would have been great. And I'm talking to myself right now. How everything would have been great, and I just know I would have figured it out, and I just know everything would have been perfect, and these people couldn't hurt me, and this couldn't happen, and that couldn't happen. And oh my gosh, how do you know that going the next route you still wouldn't have met up on people to hurt you? Because you know what? The enemy's out here working overtime, because he doesn't want the Lord's people to be blessed. So when you pray to the Lord, pray for discernment. Don't pray for things to end. Don't pray for the pain to end. Don't pray for the pain to go away. Pray for strength to endure it. Pray for discernment to next time not fall for certain things. Pray for the strength to just fight through and to have like a solid mind, and to be able to smile even when the pain is happening. Not to smile like, oh, it's no pain, but to smile in the Lord's peace, because you have him. The Lord is your confidence. And to know that you have the Lord and that he's with you is everything. So even when you don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it hurts and you just want to go back and turn back the hands of time, even when you're just like, I could have gone the other way and everything else would have been great. How do you know that? You do not know that. So stop wallowing. Stop fighting the pain and embrace the good in it. Embrace the good in it. Embrace the lessons you've learned. Embrace the lessons you've learned and trust the process, because the Lord has your process in his hand, and he has you right here, and he has everything planned out for you. In Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he said, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to bring you hope and a future. So if you surrender today, if you surrender today and you say, Lord, I am tired of this. I need help. I need to get out of this. I am down and I just can't see the light. Lord, help me. I can't take this anymore. Is this my life? He will be there. You just have to open your heart. He already knows the whole story. You have to take that pride out the way and stop thinking that he doesn't remember you or he doesn't love you anymore because you messed up. No matter how bad you messed up, you have to know that the Lord is going to be there to pick you up out of that. Because he wants you. He wants he wants his child to be okay. He wants his child to more than be okay. He wants his child to be great. And so he's going to take you out of that dirt and brush you off and shine you up and you're going to be pretty again. So don't think, oh, I'm too down in the dumps and there's no way God could clean all this filth off of me. I'm too dumpy. I'm too dumpy. It's no way. I'm too dumpy. It's done forever. I'm dumpy. I'm just living out my days however, whatever. I'm done. No. The pain was necessary. The pain is necessary. Embrace the pain. You're going through your wilderness. You're going through your tunnel. You're gonna come out on the other side. If you go in the Bible and you read the Bible, it's a ton of scriptures in there telling you how different people got through the storms and how God made a way where there was no way, and how the impossible, he just opened up ways for them, part the Red Sea. All these things happened. So why you think you're any different? The Lord is here for us. He's omnipresent, where he's here for us through life, through every season, through every step of the way. Don't think because you're in the wilderness and you might be like, I'm far from God, he's not with you. He's still with you. And so when you only see one set of footprints, it's because the Lord had to pick you up and carry you because you're weak and you can't even move right now. And he picked you up and he's moving with you because he doesn't want you to be hurt. He doesn't want the lions and the tigers to come eat you. So he picked you up and he's walking with you and he's carrying you. You're his child. If you're wondering why the Lord loves you so much, because you're his child. Think about how much you love your children if you're a parent. Think about how much your parents love you. Think about it. If not your parents, a parent figure. Think about it. When they see that innocence and they're like, I just want to be there for them. I just want to guide them. I want the best for them because I see where they're struggling and I know better and I just want to guide them on the right path. The Lord loves us more than any earthly parent could love their children. That's how much the Lord loves us. So when you're like, why does the Lord remember me? Why does the Lord care? Why, like, you're thinking, everybody always say the Lord loves you and the Lord is this and I don't see where he loves me or I don't believe that he loves me. The Lord loves you. And that's why. Because you're his child. And he doesn't want to see the enemy has his child dangling them. Just like how you don't want to see your child hurting and doing things that is not going to prosper them. It's the same thing with the Lord. You don't want your child going down there bumping their foot like how you bumped your foot and bumping their head like how you bumped your head. You want better for them. So it's the same thing. The Lord is like, stop bumping your head. I see ahead. And I know a better way for you. I have the whole blueprint. Why are you bumping your head and suffering and struggling? You don't have to do none of that. Rest in me. I know that there is rest. There's security. Have peace within me. I know that it's security. You're okay. Stop worrying about how it's going to be. Remember the time when you thought it wasn't going to work out. It did not work it out for you. Didn't it work out? So why are you thinking that it's not going to work out? But I worked it out for you last time. Why you think this time any different? Oh, you thought that was a coincidence? Oh, you thought that was just that person who just came at that time to help you? That was me who came and helped you. I sent them. They're angel working for me. They're a disciple working for me. Just like I am here talking to you. The Lord is talking through me right now to reach you. It's the same thing. The Lord is sending people your way. And he's gonna work it out for you now. Just like he did in the past. So why are you thinking that back then in my life that was the greatest part of it, and now moving forward it's no more greatness? Why are you putting that on yourself? Why are you putting that on God? He waking you up still, ain't he? If he keeps waking you up every morning, Why do you think he forgot about you? The Lord remembers you. He's omnipresent. He's there with you. It's not nothing more important that he can't handle and handle you at the same time. He handles everybody. He's right here with me right now. And he's right there with you right now. All you got to do is open your heart. Let him in. How much people is in this world, and he's right there ready for them anytime they're willing to accept him. And who has accepted him? He's right there with them. He's never left you. He sees you every step of the way, every second of the day. Spend time with him. Know him. Learn him. Trust him. Read the Bible. Read the Bible. I have a devotional here. I read them every single morning. They're your power source. Read them. Spend time with God. Sit down. Do nothing. Watch nothing. Be quiet. Stop worrying about other people's lives and what's going on TV and what's going on out there in the world and gossiping and doing this and doing that. Spend time with the Lord so you could hear from him. So you could hear from him. Stop trying to numb the pain. Stop trying to numb the pain because it's so hard. It's so hard, and like I just want to suffocate what's going on. And I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to cover it up by watching this and distracting myself. Oh my gosh, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Spend some time with yourself. Stop running from yourself. Spend some time with the Lord. And the moment you stop, you take that pride away. And that's why I'm saying you have to surrender. Because the moment you're like, I don't want to face it. I don't want to face it. The moment you stop saying, I don't want to face it. And you face it. That's the last time you're going to have to face it. Because you're going to surrender. And the Lord is going to, you're just repent of your sin. And the Lord is going to say, I got you. And really, is running from it helping? Because every other time you're reminded of it, you're sad. You go to sleep and you're like, oh, I'm sleeping. I just want to fall asleep so I don't got to think about it. Then you wake up. It's the first thing that comes to your mind. So stop sleeping from the pain. Stop eating away the pain. Stop running from the pain. Embrace the pain and learn from it. Because the moment you do that, you're free from the pain. And you think about the good and you love the good from it, and you just say the bad had to come with the good, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to learn from the bad. That's what you have to do. So the pain is important, and you have to learn from the pain. That's why the pain is there. You got to go through the pain anyways. Learn something from it. Learn something from it, and stop beating yourself up about what you didn't know when you didn't know it, because that's life. You have to go through things to get to the other side. You get what I'm saying? You can't worry about what you didn't know then when you didn't know it. You didn't know it. And even if you had an idea that this was going to go awry, but I did it anyways. You already did it. You already did it. You already did it. Even if you're like, I knew better. I knew. Why did I do that? You already did it. So no matter how much you try to say, why did I do that? Beat your, you already did it. Just don't do it again. You learned the lesson. Learn the lesson. Alright, guys? I love you all so much with the love of Christ. Surrender to the Lord today, and he will be your solid ground. You won't ever have to go through suffering again. In the pain, in the storms, he'll provide peace. It's better with the Lord. I'm not saying go like surrendering to the Lord, you're gonna have like just a smooth sailing road. No, you're still gonna have pain, because the enemy is gonna come at you. The enemy is gonna come at you. The more you start getting into God, he's gonna come at you. You're gonna have so much more spiritual warfare to fight. But it's a war that you're gonna win. Because you know what? You fight with earthly people and you're like, I'm gonna prove to them. I'm gonna prove to the devil that you're gonna win. And that he can't win. So no matter how much you fight back. Fight back. Don't give him your life. Fight back. You're fighting for your life. You see all these people out here winning. You think they just have a smooth road and they don't gotta fight nothing. They gotta fight 10 times harder to keep what they have, and to stay up there, and to keep their mind, and to keep their heart, and to keep their family, and to keep everything. Fight back. The Lord is fighting with you. It's a partnership, and you're gonna win it. Alright, guys, I love you all so much with the love of Christ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found value in this message, hit the big thumbs up button. Subscribe, and so you could get more of these videos that's going to uplift you. And share this one with your friends and family members, whoever needs to hear it, whoever came to your mind, to your heart, to your spirit in the moment that you're watching this video needs to hear this message, go ahead and share. You're beautiful. The Lord loves you. I love you. And everything he's promising you is on the way. I love y'all so much with the love of Christ. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye, guys.